All right, what's going on? It's a beautiful day here. Anyways, in the last video, we went from Soldier Key down to Nassau, and in this video, I am taking off from Nassau, heading southeast, and we cruise along the bottom of the island and get over to the Exumas, and it is like just the perfect sailing day all the way till we get to Highborn, and then disaster. All right, gotta tie you down. All right, you guys, there goes Nassau. That's the west end of Nassau. We're leaving, and we are headed to Highborn over in the Exumas today. And man, we're gonna have a race. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sailboats to race today. So we'll see how we do. Gotta watch where we're going out. There's a bunch of mooring balls out here or something that you have to look out for. So once I get past that, we're going to be turning east. Got the sail up, ready to go. So it's going to be a good sail today. So all right, we left Nassau this morning. Still kind of behind the island over there. Yeah, it's over there. So we'll get out from behind the island. Right now I'm getting about 10 knots of wind, so all my sails up, including the stay sail, I'm getting almost 6 knots. That's pretty good. I think once we pull out, get ahead of this island, the wind's probably going to clock up another 4 to 5 knots, hopefully, and then we'll be flying. We'll be doing 7, 8 knots and get over to Highborn. So that's the plan today. Nice calm seas. We're on the bank now, so it's wild. It's only 16 feet deep out here. So all that's only 16 feet deep. Not too bad. Gotta look out, so make sure you don't hit any rocks. But it's pretty safe. Anyways. All right. Well, it's gonna be a nice sail today. I can just kick back, relax, make some food. Doggy? Doggy's happy. Doggy doesn't like the motor on. Doggy likes the sails. So we'll keep the sails up today for her. See you guys. Color of that water. Like emeralds. We're doing pretty good. We got 7 knots, got 14 knots of wind. It's only about 17, 18 feet deep out here. This is the bank. It's cool, and the sea state's nice. The waves are small, and we are cruising. This is the best. This is the absolute best part of sailing right here. Is once you get your course set and everything's tuned in, the sails are looking really good. I can sit back, read a book or something, chill out, and then about every 15 minutes poke my head up, make sure I'm not going to run into anybody. But right now I've only got one other sailboat over there. There's a couple boats out in front of me, but they're quite a ways, and I got my radar set up to warn me. So anyways, it's awesome. Doggy. Doggy. Listen to me. Over there. First cruise along. Having a little orange, or actually a little tangerine. Here you go. Want some tangerine? Doggy likes the tangerine too. Alright. Gotta get over here. My alarm's going off. Target has entered the danger zone, guard zone. So I can set up, turn that off. I can set up warnings. So when I'm out here sailing, there's other boats. You see all these boats right out here. There's 3 boats right there. They just crossed in front of me and got into my zone. So my radar just warned me. So it's kind of cool. Nice technology, kind of help you out so that if you don't see something or you're not paying attention, which can happen when you're sailing because you're just kind of cruising, you know. Imagine just walking. That's how fast I'm going. Fast walk, jogging. So, you know, you have time to kind of put your head down, but it's nice to have those backups. Anyways, land ho! I can see the Exumas, and I can't see Nassau anymore. So, anyways, we're a couple hours out. We'll be there. There it is. All right, that's the Exumas. That's Highborn right here. So we just came over from Nassau. Now we're coming into the harbor here, with Anchorage. Gonna find a spot to drop the anchor, get all set, take the doggy to shore, and meet up with Tenacious for drinks tonight and hang out. But it's super nice over here. The water's all nice. Big old mega yachts. Pretty cool. Exciting stuff. Oh, a couple of smokers. They go right in front of me with their kids on them. Look at these stupid. These smart. Yeah. Those are the smart people that Darwin hasn't caught up with yet. Alright. Disaster has struck. And you know, problems are so compounded when you're by yourself sailing. So even a minor issue becomes a big issue just because you have less resources, less brains around to help you figure it out. And along those lines, here's what happened. So Tenacious came over and picks me up and Hillary up. And we want to go check out the Iguana Beach with them. So a couple things. Number one, I thought the beach was only like a couple hundred yards away. Turns out it was like over a mile away. So figuring that Hillary probably needed to use the beach, we were on the dinghy a lot longer than expected. So we're heading out, and then Hillary decides in their dinghy to go ahead and poop in their dinghy. So to say that was embarrassing is a little tough, but anyways, I know that there's no hard feelings because they still invited me over for drinks later, so we're okay. it's all cleaned up. The real tragedy here is that when they came over, I wasn't really prepared. Usually I put my cell phone in my backpack, and then I take my backpack with me. And this time I had my cell phone in my pocket, and it was bumpy, and somewhere between point A and point B, my cell phone jumped in the ocean. So the tragedy part of this is all my navigation apps are downloaded on that, and so that's primarily what I use to navigate. Now I have backup systems, and we're going to get into that. So first and foremost, I get back to the boat and I do an inventory of what electronics I have that I can use to get me out of this mess. So I have, first of all, I have this phone. This is a backup cell phone. Well, this was Martin's old phone that he used, and come to find out, the thing doesn't charge anymore. So this is dead. No matter how long I put it on a charger, tried cleaning off the charging connections, and this will not charge. So I'm screwed on this phone. Here is an older phone. And so the good news is I was able to charge this phone up, but only half the screen on this phone works. The other half has a bunch of lines through it. So, but it's usable. So I'm able to use that phone. All of I have one, two mini iPads and a regular iPad. So I have 3 iPads on board. The problem with those is none of them are cell phone capable, so none of them have built-in GPS, so I can't use those to navigate unless they're tethered to a phone. This phone will not tether. It doesn't have the what is it? Hotspot feature that I could tether those together through my internet. So I have Starlink on board. Now that leads me to my next problem. I also have a laptop, which is completely dead. All these are dead. None of these have any power in them, so I need to charge them. Now then, when I leave the boat, I turn off my inverter so that the batteries get charged. Well, I use Bluetooth via my phone, via app, to turn my inverter on and off. There's a physical switch on it, so I crawl underneath and I physically turn off the unit and I turn it back on, but it's dead. It won't turn on. So it's only going to turn on via Bluetooth. Well, none of my devices are charged, and I can't get Bluetooth onto, or I can't get the app on any of my devices because I have no internet, because I have to have my inverter on to turn my internet. Thank God. Julie wanted one of these, which is a portable inverter that I can plug in to the lighters. She wanted one of these, and I can't remember why, but probably just because it was convenient to use when we didn't have the inverter on. But I went ahead and got that just before we came, so I was able to plug that in, plug my satellite or plug my Starlink into that, get the internet on. I plugged in the cell phone that did work into a 12 volt USB, got it charged up, downloaded the Victron app, and then was able to turn on my power so that I could charge everything else up and get all my apps uploaded, get everything downloaded. But anyways, so now here I am. I'm okay, I'm capable, and we have a storm coming in, so I got to figure out where I'm going to go after this. But that's it for now. We're going to go ahead and end this video on disaster poop, disaster lost phone. So with that, I hope you all have a great day.